So anyway, so this is Dr. Garcia. I'm family medicine doctor practicing in South Texas in McAllen, and I'm here on Bicentennial Trail. So Bicentennial Trail, I like it a lot. It's 6.3 miles one way. It's mostly asphalt with a little bit of concrete. The illumination is good at night for most of the trail that I've run in, but I still bring a light just in case. Anyway, so one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about is working out in the heat and heat stroke. Now, I've been on TV before talking about how to prevent heat-related illnesses, and I never thought it was going to happen to me, but it did. So I did a run, and usually I try to run, about 45 minutes to an hour before sunset, or in the morning. This time I went out at 6:30 p.m., but the sunset wasn't until 8:30, so it was 95 degrees. Now I drank water, 16 ounces prior to going to the trail. Then while I was running, I drank 18 ounces of water, and then when I got to the car after my run, I drank another 16 ounces of water, and I still got it. So it's not only about fluids, but it's also about temperature, and how hard you're working out. So today was supposed to do a long run, but because I went to the gym this morning, I'm only going to keep it to 3 miles, which is like a moderate run for me. And now I'm trying to keep my heart rate mostly zone 3, maybe zone 4, which is harder than the usual running that I do, which I recommend is at zone 2. But still, you have to make sure that you protect yourself from the heat and from dehydration. So I got one of these things, which is basically like a piece of fabric that you wrap around your neck, or you can wrap it around your head, and you soak it with water, you wring it out, and then you wear it around your neck to keep cool. Now that day I was running, when I was coming back, I started feeling really, really not good. And then by the time I got home, or when I was driving home, I started getting this severe headache. So basically, the signs of heat exhaustion is sweaty skin, that's cool, clammy, cramps, nausea, headache. So those are symptoms of heat exhaustion. If you get that, you're supposed to get out of the sun, drink fluids, get to the shade, make sure you got good circulation. So if you're wearing tight clothing, you have to remove the tight clothing or loosen it up, and then drink fluids, put a fan or something, and make sure that you cool down. Now, if you overwhelm your body's ability to regulate temperature, then you run into the risk of getting what we call heat stroke. So the difference in symptoms is that you can start getting confusion. Your body's going to be hot and dry because you can't regulate temperature anymore, and so confusion, even seizures. So at that point, you have to go to the hospital. Now, what happened to me is I didn't get cramps or abdominal pain or anything, but I did feel really, really run down. I also had the severe headache that I was telling you guys about. So when I got home, it kept on progressing. So I was still having headache, and my wife called me up. So she was asking me some questions, and I knew exactly what I wanted to answer, but I couldn't find the words to answer her. She was out of town. So at that point, I think I was getting a heat stroke. But I poured some water on my head, you know, my neck, put a fan right next to me, and, you know, luckily I cooled down and I started feeling better, you know, within like 5 minutes. So you have to over prepare, basically. It's the first time I've ever had heat exhaustion. You know, I've been running and working out on and off since '93, and even when I was in the military I never got it. So as you become older, the ability of your body to regulate heat also gets affected. So, you know, it is what it is. But today, what I did was, so I got this fabric around my neck that's moist, and I also have this bottle, which is about 18 ounces of water. So I didn't used to like running with a water bottle because I didn't like the feeling of the water slushing around. But right now, because it's summer, you need it, you know. So in the car I still got 34 ounces of water that I'm gonna drink once I get there. The other thing is, I got this heart monitor, you know, so right now if I go above like 160, it'll let me know. So 160 beats per minute. Now when you work out, it doesn't, not all your runs have to be at zone 2, but the majority should be. So today's not one of those days for me, but you still want to feel good, you know. If you're running, you're feeling bad, slow down, take a power walk, or use it as a water break. But you don't want to get a heat-related injury. Okay, so we gotta over prepare. Alright guys, so hope you're staying active, staying healthy, staying fit. Again, this is Bicentennial Trail, highly recommended. See ya.